2007 or so. He's been retired a while. When did my dad retire? Was he 62?
I feel one maybe coming on.
What's wrong? He's 79 now, so.
You pretty much ready? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's been retired 17 years, maybe. God, that's a long time.
Yeah.
My theory is you take it as soon as you can get it.
You never know.
Can't get time back.
Sonia, are you ready? John, you're ready?
21 months.
Call to order the Plan Commission for December 21st to order. We start with roll call, please.
Mr. Cox?
Here.
Mr. Crompton? Mr. Heath?
Here.
Mr. Kella?
Here.
Mr. Orlando?
Here.
Mr. Perez showing absent. Ms. Rohr? Here. Mr. Russinellos?
Here.
Mr. Dillon?
Here. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes? Are there any questions, by the way, for the minutes? Seeing none, do I have a motion? So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Heath?
Here.
Mr. Kella?
Aye.
Mr. Orlando?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Russinellos?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye. What do you got, Jim?
First on the agenda would be our citizens to be heard on agenda items. Anybody that would like to speak on an agenda item for 4 minutes can do so now, but also understand we allow you to speak when the case is called. So, but if anybody wanted to speak now, they can. Seeing none, can move on through the agenda. 5, old business public hearing, we have none. 6, old business, we have none. Under new business public hearing, first case is P1123, reapproval of a preliminary plat for Cadence Crossing subdivision for an additional 3 years. Under general information, the applicant owners, All in Campus LLC, status of the applicants, they are the property owners. The requested action is reapproval of a preliminary plat of subdivision. Under purpose is to allow a logistics development that includes truck and trailer parking, warehousing, and truck repair and maintenance. Under the location, this is west of Chicago Street at Emerald Drive. The subdivision size is about 70 acres. Existing land use is undeveloped and residential properties. Existing zoning is I-1 light industrial. Under surrounding land use and zoning, to the north is unincorporated Will County zoning and is residential. To the south is B3 general business and I-1 light industrial. There's a medical office and undeveloped property there. To the east is unincorporated Will County zoning, I-1 light industrial, B3 light industrial zoning, B3 general business zoning, and residential and truck maintenance uses there. To the west is I-2 general industrial, and there's a quarry. Under site history, the city annexed and zoned the subject site to I-1 light industrial and improved a special use permit for truck and trailer parking, freight cartage, truck repair facilities, and the sale of new and used trucks and trailers at the December 21st, 2021 City Council meeting. 1 month later, at the January 18th, 2022 City Council meeting, the city approved the preliminary plat of Cadence Crossing subdivision and vacations of right-of-way. The November 7th, 2023 meeting of the City Council, All in Campus received approval to construct a temporary truck and trailer parking lot for approximately 350 trailers or tractor trailers on the southerly 10 acres of Lot 1 of the preliminary plat of Cadence Crossing subdivision, which shall be known as the interim marshalling area. Under special information, All in Campus, the property owners of the subject site seek reapproval of the preliminary plat of Cadence Crossing subdivision. City subdivision regulations set an effective period of 2 years for an approval of a preliminary plat, at which time approval of a recording plat of all or a section of the subdivision must have been obtained from the City Council, or the owner can request an extension for up to an additional 3-year period. Purpose of the extension request is to allow Cadence Premier Logistics, a trucking and logistics company who operates a multi-use development plan, the northeast and southeast corners of Illinois 53 and Emerald Drive, to continue to move forward with their expansion plans to the west side of Illinois 53 and Emerald Drive. The Cadence Crossing Development Project has stalled largely due to the construction delay of the Emerald Drive and Illinois Route 53 intersection, which has required review and approval from multiple utility companies and IDOT. The Joliet Department of Public Works expects the intersection improvements and Emerald Drive extension to be completed in 2024. The land use plan for the 6-lot, 70.03 acre Cadence Crossing subdivision has not changed since the January 2022 preliminary plat of subdivision approval and includes Lot 1, Truck and Trailer Marshalling Center with 350 trailer stalls and 366 tractor trailer stalls, and this is 26.28 acres. Lot 2 is a stormwater detention area, about 5 acres. Lot 3 is, again, stormwater detention, little under 3 acres. Lot 4 is a multi-use 253,200 square foot pit stop facility. It includes a 7-bay truck and trailer repair operation, new and used truck and trailer sales, parts storage, and restaurant. This facility will have approximately 190 vehicle parking stalls, 66 truck parking stalls, and loading docks. This is a little over 18 acres. Lot 5 is a multi-tenant, 114,308 square foot warehouse that will have approximately 42 truck stalls, 178 vehicle stalls, and loading docks on about 10 acres. Lot 6 is another stormwater detention area, about 7 acres. Future development would require a connection to city water and sewer, in addition to public improvements, landscaping, screening, paving, curving, site lighting, and adherence to the city's non-residential design standards will be required as per city ordinances. Sewer and water connection fees and developer impact fees will also be required for the future development. The annexation agreement applies to the city's payment in lieu of taxes fee to a portion of the development, and that concludes our staff report.
Thank you, Jim. Do we have the petitioner on hand?
Yes, good evening.
You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name, please.
My name is John Philip Chuck. I'm an attorney with offices at 111 East Jefferson Avenue in Naperville, Illinois. With me this evening is Mr. Rocky Kaler with the Cadence Premier Logistics. And we're happy to be before the Plan Commission this evening, but we're sad we don't have our project as far along as we'd like it. 4 years ago, I think there were all these promises of getting Emerald Drive and that intersection out on 53 done. And that's critical, as you might see here, for our access because the overall design that the city has come up with now, that Monticello is not going to go through, and so our access is going to be Emerald Drive. And so we've been, sitting here waiting. We still have all of our plans for, all of these improvements over there that were described by staff. And until we get Emerald Drive constructed, to the west of 53, and we get that intersection improved with lights, traffic signals, we can't, really go forward. So we were in such a pinch that City Council gave us approval to at least start the base in on that marshalling area because we've got a lot of semi-trailers that are coming in now for the winter. We have no place to put them. We're jammed over there on the east side of 53, and this was our expansion is over here, and all this time has gone by, and we're just like, oh my gosh, we got to get this project going. So now we finally hear from City Engineering Department that it looks very good now that the utility companies have done what they needed to do. Apparently IDOT is on board, so we're told now in the spring they're going to start those intersection improvements with Emerald and Route 53, and then Emerald Drive to be constructed to the west. And then we'll have our full permanent access for our site, and then we'll be able to go to final plans and plats that will be coming back before Plan Commission, and be able to then start construction of some buildings back there. But our initial move was the marshalling area to get these trailers that are coming in for the winter somewhere, and so luckily City Council agreed and helped us out there. So we do have that base in, and it won't be too long. We should be finished up, and we have temporary approval to come in off of Laraway just to get those trailers back there. So that's kind of where we're at, and we would certainly appreciate the Plan Commission's recommendation to allow us that 3-year extension because, gosh, we were told again, it was over 4 years ago this was gonna happen. We just don't wanna take any chances again. We don't wanna lose what we've got, and so we would appreciate your recommending approval of the extension. And, you know, hopefully we'll be back in front of you soon and with our first final.
Is IDOT gonna put the signals in for you?
No. No,
Do you have to put it
it's
in
all-
yourself, or you
There was
paid?
an agreement, there's some grants involved with IDOT and the developers, back at the time I was representing Speedway, and they were a major player in getting Emerald Drive extended, and they were a participant in those signals also. So it's a city of Joliet, IDOT, and some private development money that'll go into that.
There's three entities that can flip the bill?
Yes.
Okay, any questions from the planning commissioners? Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, so you're looking at 3 year, but you're asking for an extra 2 year, so we're looking at a 5 year?
No, we've used up in January our two, so that's why we're in now. Hopefully get city council approval before our deadline, it comes up in January. Yeah, so it's just 3 years.
3 year extension.
3 years from January, probably the 15th, I think, Jim?
16th.
16th
is,
council meeting?
City council.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I have a question. Sir, you said that you're gonna have a truck and trailer, used truck sales there on Emerald Drive?
No, it'll be off of Emerald Drive to the north. If you look at the plan, I think it should be in your packet. That building, we're gonna do some repair and things, that's on lot 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's an intervening parcel of land there that Dr. Shaw owns, and we're north of that, so.
Okay, one other question I have too, maybe staff can answer this. If they have a truck and trailer sales there, would they have to get a special use permit to have a?
No, they already received approval to do that as part
Oh,
of
they
their annexation agreement, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more question for you. I was contacted by some people that live on Zurich Road, going west on Zurich Road just before the bridge. And
To the north there.
yeah, going west on Zurich Road. What they have is a common driveway between two parties, one on the east side of Zurich Road and one on the west side of Zurich Road. And there's a short street called South Zurich Road, and the people there share a common driveway. And I don't know if you're familiar with that?
Are you, Rocky? Do you wanna, what's your question? Maybe we can address it.
Are you familiar with that? Okay, I was wondering, could I speak to you then about it, or? Absolutely. Sure.
At least one.
You swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
State your name.
Rocky Kaler with Cadence Premier Logistics.
Okay. The people that live on Zurich Road, they share a common driveway, one on the east side, one on the west side. But it's actually a common drive for both people, but it's a dead-end road. And one section of the road goes to the right, it says road closed.
Yes.
And the other section goes to the left, and they use that for the southeast side water district.
Yes.
Okay? And there's a garage back there that the water district uses. Now, the people told me that Commonwealth Edison and the southeast side district have access to that road.
Correct.
Okay, the people also wanted to know that if you can send them a letter, in regards to have that road not accessed when they have future development.
Yes, and I did meet with him and we did address that with him, that it would not access, it'd stay the way it is. We're
Well-
not gonna use that for access
Well,
at all.
what they want is a letter just to state that, that there wouldn't be no repercussions down the road.
Absolutely, we can do
Okay?
that.
Well,
And they could contact staff also. I mean,
Well,
We are not gonna permit access onto that Zurich Road.
I know,
Yeah.
but,
And that was part of our original agreement, is that we would not have, our access is Emerald Drive, and that's really the only access in and out from that. The only people that would have access to the back of the property, which we agreed on, if the gas company or Commonwealth Edison needed to access through our property, they could.
right,
But Zurich is off limits to us. It stays,
Okay.
there's no worries at all, and we talked about that in the annexation agreement, and
well,
we can provide a letter if they need that.
in response to them, they asked me if I could relate a message to you about getting a confirmation, a letter of agreement, so that
Yes.
way, because they maintain the road, the two families maintain the road, and they don't want any problem with the road due to maybe excess truck traffic, like semi-truck traffic. So I have the information here for the people that live on both sides. And I was wondering, after the meeting, could you stick around and I can give you the information and you can contact them?
Sure, and,
Okay.
we did, since it is Will County, I did meet personally with Denise Winfrey back then and Herbert Brooks to talk about the same thing, so we're,
Oh, they did?
we're in the loop, so yes.
Okay, well, then you're kind of familiar with it.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay,
100%.
good. Okay, thank you. I'll give you the information
Okay.
about the people and then you can contact them at your convenience, okay?
Sounds good, thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Quick question, that, where that, lot 3 is the one that goes all the way up to that other Zurich Road, right? That's lot 3, and you're gonna put
Yeah,
a water detention on that.
Yes, there's gonna be detention there, and it stops just this side of the easement for ComEd and the gas
Yeah.
company. Yes, the little one, this would be to be detention, is what we have planned currently.
And then you know where the water overflow would go, by chance?
Oh, I'd have to look back at it goes back and towards the railroad tracks. I know everything goes back that direction currently, so, and, it's all field tile and field ditches that go in that direction, so.
That'll all be
Okay.
worked out when we get the final engineering.
Okay. Any other questions from any of the commissioners? Anybody from the public wish to speak for or against this? Seeing none, do I have a motion for approval for 11-B-23?
So moved.
A second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cullen?
Yes. Aye.
Mr. Orlando?
Aye,
Ms. Rohr? Aye. Ms. Russonelos?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Heath?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye.
And this will go to city council with recommendation for approval on January 16th. Next case is P 1223 preliminary plat of Rock Run Crossings Lot 3 re-subdivision, and FP 1323 final plat of Rock Run Crossings Lot 3 re-subdivision. Under general information, the applicant, Cullen and Joliet LLC. Status of the applicant is the developer. The requested action, approval of a preliminary plat and final plat. Purpose is to create a 7-lot mixed-use subdivision. Existing zoning is B2 Central Business District. Location is between I-55 and Gateway Boulevard. Size is a little over 82 acres. Existing land use is undeveloped. Surrounding land uses and zoning is to the north is undeveloped B2 Central Business. Same for the south and east with a small portion of I-1 light industrial. Also to the west is Interstate 55, and there's Shorewood zoned OCI, Office Commercial Institutional, and Shorewood ORI, Office Research and Light Industrial. Under site history, the subject property lies within the Rock Run Crossings redevelopment project area, which has been designated as a tax increment financing district since 2021. When it was created, it was the intention of the TIF district to include a future mixed-use development that would contain commercial, retail, and restaurant, entertainment attractions, recreational amenities, and a multifamily residential neighborhood over the entire 309-acre district area. Subject property is an 82-acre portion of the Rock Run Crossings redevelopment project area. Property has been undeveloped farmland for its entire existence. Minor subdivision for the Rock Run Crossing subdivision that created 5 lots for future development was approved by the City Council in September 2018. Dedication of the Rock Run Crossings Drive right-of-way was approved by the City Council in June 2020. development agreement, preliminary plat of subdivision, and zoning reclassification for 58 acres to I-1 was approved by the City Council in January 2021. Final and recording plats of Rock Run Crossing subdivision were approved by City Council in October 2021. Street names for Rock Run Crossings Drive and Rock Run Crossings Court were also changed to Gateway Boulevard and Courts Drive at the request of the Illinois Department of Transportation at the October 2021 City Council meeting. In October of 2023, the City Council approved a plan unit development, PUD, for most of the Rock Run Collection development area, including the subject subdivision, while the PUD allows multiple buildings to be located on one lot under unified ownership. Proposed subdivision would create separate lots for the future end users of lots 1 through 4. Overall, the proposed subdivision wishes to create 7 lots from the existing Lot 3 of the Rock Run Crossing subdivisions from 2001. As future development plans for lots 5 through 7 are still pending, it is possible 3 lots might be re-subdivided. These lots might be re-subdivided in the future. Under special information, the petitioner seeks approval of the preliminary and final plats of Rock Run Crossings Lot 3 re-subdivision. The applicant has also submitted for approval of a recording plat, which will be put before the City Council at a future meeting. Conceptual site plan within the recently approved Rock Run Collection subdivision PUD shows that the newly created lots will likely feature a blend of retail, food and beverage, entertainment and hotel uses. Lots 1 through 4 would front Shale Road, a new public road that would be built to a 55-foot wide standard. Both sides of Shale Road would feature 5-foot wide sidewalks. A 10-foot wide landscape easement will be required along the frontages of each lot along Shale Road. The rear side of lots 2 through 4 along Gateway Boulevard will also feature a 10-foot wide landscape easement. 30-foot wide landscape buffer will be located east of the I-55 right-of-way along all proposed lots. Graphite Drive, a similar future road that will stem off Rock Run Crossings Drive, would bisect Lot 5. Graphite Drive is not being dedicated as public right-of-way at this time, since future development plans for this portion of Lot 5 have not been finalized. Access points to future parking lots at the end of both Shale Road and Graphite Drive will be required to allow for future fire truck turnaround movements. Future development within the subdivision will be required to connect to city water and sanitary sewer mains, which will both be extended within the Shale Road right-of-way. In addition, public improvements, paving and curbing will be required per city ordinances. Adherence to the development guidelines from the Rock Run Collection PUD will be required for landscaping, parking allocation, provision of on-site signage, on-site lighting, and future building design. And that concludes our staff report.
Thank you, Jim. We have the petition on hand. Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
State your name, please.
Charles Tapia, 402 South Wapella, Mount Prospect, Illinois, representing Cullinan Properties, owners of the land.
Do you have anything you would wish to add to us?
I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you, commissioners, and business questions. If you have any technical questions, I also have our civil engineer here who will be able to answer those.
Are there any questions from any of the commissioners?
Yeah, I have one.
Go ahead.
The Shale Road that you're talking about, is that gonna be the old frontage road?
No, that's a brand-new road being added to the property. It's a road that never existed before.
Okay, the frontage road, is that gonna be widened up, you know, in the future by any chance?
That frontage road,
It's probably a county road, I would imagine.
That's going
It'll
away.
be new from County Farm Line Road all the way into our property. I believe it is wider than what existed before, yes, from that point. North of County Farm Road, that's gonna remain existing. That's outside of the development area.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Who will do the maintenance on the new road then?
Those will all be city public roads.
Be city, okay. Any other questions? Anybody from the public wish to speak for or against? Seeing none, do I have a motion for P-12-23, FP-13-23?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Orlando?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr? Aye. Mr. Russonelos?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Heath?
Aye.
Mr. Kella?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye.
This one also will be scheduled for January 16th City Council with recommendation for approval. Last case on our agenda is V723, vacation of a 30-foot wide public utility easement located at the southeast corner of McDonough Street and southeast frontage road. Under general information, the applicant, Tallgrass Estates LLC. Status of the applicant is owner-developer. Requested action is vacation of a public utility easement. Purpose is to allow development of additional buildings within Timber Point Unit 2 subdivision. Existing zoning is R4 multifamily residential. Location is Lot 3 of Timber Point subdivision. The easement size is 30 by 636.5 feet. Existing land use is undeveloped. Under surrounding land use and zoning, Timber Oak subdivision is to the north is R4 multifamily residential. To the south is agricultural undeveloped use with County A1 agricultural. To the east is undeveloped and is County A1 ag. To the west is residential, County R3 single-family residential. Under site history, the recording plat of Timber Point subdivision was approved in March 2021. The approved plan unit development consisted of 120 rental townhouse units and a common area on Lot 2, a stormwater management pond on Lot 1, and an undeveloped 3.5 acres on Lot 3. The subdivision is currently under construction. February 2023, the developer submitted petitions for Timber Point Unit 2, which proposes 2 additional 16-unit buildings on the original Lot 3. The preliminary and final PUD for Unit 2 was reviewed by the Plan Commission at their March 16th, 2023 meeting. The preliminary PUD was approved by City Council at their April 18th, 2023 meeting. The final PUD and recording plat for Timber Point Unit 2 have not yet been reviewed by the City Council. Special information, the petitioner, Tallgrass Estates LLC, is requesting to vacate a 30-foot wide public utility easement that lies on the west side of Lot 3 of Timber Point subdivision. The developer is in the process of finalizing the plans for Unit 2 of Timber Point subdivision, which proposes 2 additional buildings and accessory garages on Lot 3. The petitioner would like to vacate the easement so that the garages can be built in part of the easement area. The easement was originally created to allow future utility access to the unincorporated property to the south if it were ever to develop. At the time of the approval of the original Timber Point subdivision, Lot 3 was left as open space for possible future development of plans to create a Park District dog park, which were rejected by the Park District later. The proposed site layout of Unit 2 changes the configuration of the utilities and easements needed on Lot 3. With the vacation of this 30-foot public utility easement, new easements will need to be reserved elsewhere as required by the Public Utilities and Public Works Departments. The engineering plans for the final PUD are currently being reviewed by Public Utilities and Public Works. All issues with these plans must be resolved before the vacation request can move forward for council review. The vacation petition and recording plat would need to be reviewed concurrently so that any new easements would be created at the same time that this existing easement is vacated. Public Utilities and Public Works Departments are not opposed to this request as long as the developer reserves new easements where needed for existing and proposed utilities. A small portion of the existing storm sewers at the northwest corner and along the south line of Lot 3 are in the 30-foot easement and will require new easements to be reserved. Nicor has responded that they, are not opposed to the vacation request. ComEd is currently reviewing the request. However, the petitioner states that there are no ComEd utilities in the easement. No other notified utility companies have submitted a response regarding this request as of the writing of the staff report, and that concludes our staff report.
Thank you, Jim. We have the petitioner on hand by chance? Yes. Stand up. Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
State your name, please.
Edward Maddox.
Speak into the mic so we can hear you better.
Edward Maddox.
Do you have anything you wish to add to this?
No, I think Jim has explained
Any-
it quite well.
Any questions from any of the commissioners? No? Anybody from the public wish to speak for or against? Seeing none, all those, make a motion for V-7-23?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Rohr? Aye. Mr. Rosanellos?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Heath?
Aye.
Mr. Kella?
Aye.
Mr. Orlando?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye.
And this will go January 16th if all the final plat is ready to go as well. And the recording plat, they'll be taken together to the city council. At the earliest would be that January 16th meeting, I believe, so.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you much.
Next on the agenda is old new business, not for final action or recommendation. We have none. Next is public comments. This section is for anyone wanting to speak regarding non-agenda items and are allowed a maximum of 4 minutes. I don't see anybody in general public here for public comments. And last would be adjournment.
Well, everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everyone, and thank you for your service this year.